Hello, all you amazing kids at Syracuse Arts Academy. First, I need to apologize for my hair. I just could not do a thing with it today. I also want to apologize that I can't be there in person tonight. I would give anything to be able to look in your actual faces instead of at my own face reflected back at me in my phone. But I do hope you're having an amazing night at your literacy night, celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday, and I'm channeling my inner thing one for the occasion, and I just hope you're having a wonderful time. I want to thank you for the questions that you've asked, and I had the hardest time narrowing them down, but I hope that the ones that I've chosen help you understand this world of publishing and books and writing, and so let's get this show on the road. Rowan from 5th grade. Hi, Rowan. He asked, what inspired you to become an author? And I just have to say reading. Reading inspired my writing. I was actually reading a book to my kids when I came up with the idea for my first book. And I'm also inspired by Jane Eyre, Little Women, Harry, gotta love Harry, Anne, always Anne. I just love the books that have stood the test of time, that these characters that we all just know and love, they're just timeless, and the lessons that we learn are just always applicable in our lives. And it was just fun trying to find a way to incorporate what I loved and what I learned in those books into my own. So I hope that answers your question. So I would just say reading and my own life experiences, and so it's just been so fun to kind of turn that into my own little creation. All right, Evan in 6th grade. Hi, Evan. Thanks for your question. He said, what was one of your favorite books or novels to write? And it was hard to I would think, oh, it was my first one, because it got me started and I just loved it and I learned so much. And so Ella, it's in a way my favorite because it was my first one and it got me started, and I learned about forgiveness and keeping promises and hard work and not giving up, and just it was just so fun to write. I have Ella's Will. That was my second one, and I learned about that every story has another perspective or point of view, or something that we don't always understand from our own point of view, and it helps to understand where other people are coming from. And so I loved this one. I learned about patience and selflessness and diligence and perseverance, and so that's also kind of a favorite. This one might be my kind of most favorite, kind of like your best friend right now, because it's kind of the newest one and the one that I've put in a lot of work most recently. And so the other two are Cinderella retellings, and this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And I just learned about, well, blacksmithing number 1, which was super fun. That was just fascinating to me. And just finding beauty in people and situations that might not be so beautiful, and that it's hard, but then they become beautiful to you. And it was just so fun, and I learned so much from each book that they're kind of my favorites in different ways. So I hope that's not cheating, but I hope that answers your question a little bit. So Abby in 5th grade. Hi, Abby. She asked, what is it like to be an author? Is it hard or easy? And that one was a great question. So the easy part for me is just when you have an idea and you are so excited and you just have to write, and it's just like flowing out of you and you're so excited, and it's just fun. But there are hard days. I will not say there are not hard days. There are discouraging days, and days where I'm like, what am I doing? This is kind of a silly thing. And not everyone likes what I write, and maybe they're not always nice about how they feel about what I write, but I've loved to learn confidence and to not give up no matter what or whatever anyone else thinks of you, and to know that I have something to give that no one else can give, and to be confident in that, and to know, and I just want you to know that you have something to give that no one else can give. And it might not be a book necessarily. It could be a poem or a song, or you could even create a friendship or relationship, or a beautiful space. Maybe you can organize, and there's just so many beautiful things that we can create and that we can give back to the world. And it can be discouraging sometimes, and sometimes you want to give up, but it reminds me of one of my favorite characters in one of my favorite books. And this guy, he had to face boxes and foxes and boats and goats and rain and trains, and just a guy who didn't want to listen to him, but he was like, I need you to listen to me. You got to trust me. This is going to be good. And he didn't give up, and he was successful. And I'm going to read it to you. You can say it along with me. I hope it ties everything what I've said all together. I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you. Thank you. Sam, I am. You guys are all amazing. Don't give up. You're great. Have a great night, and thank you so much.